Will GTA 6 ever come out? That is the age-old question. That is the question we will be asking today. Because as of today, and as of a couple days ago, GTA 6 has now been delayed a second time. It will now be releasing in November of 2026 as opposed to May 2026. So that's almost an additional 6 months to think about. I mean, we'll probably see the second coming of Jesus before GTA 6 ever even sees the light of day. I mean, this game is literally like, this game just refuses to come out at the scheduled release date. Like, it refuses to come out. Like, every time you think it is about to come out, it just doesn't. And I mean, I don't think anyone was surprised that this game was going to be delayed a second time, given their past track record. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 did get delayed twice before it finally got released. So, I mean, it's only fair if GTA 6 gets delayed twice too, because it has literally been 13 years since GTA 5 has released. Think about that. That is actually crazy to think about, that this game has been out for so long. We've been playing this game for so long. No one wants to play that game anymore. You know, there's still a lot of people that are playing this game, but me, myself, and I can tell you that a lot of other people included probably don't want to play GTA 5 for the rest of their life. You know, they want to play something else that's a little more exciting and a little different, and GTA 6 will definitely deliver on that forefront. But, you know, for the time being, you know, I guess we're just stuck playing GTA 5 and Red Dead. Here are all the crazy things that have happened since GTA 5 has released. We've had 5 major wars, 3 presidential elections, the release of To Pimp a Butterfly, you know, one of the best albums of all time. You know, can't argue with Kendrick, you know. Peak fucking Fortnite, you know, Fortnite released in 2018 officially, and, you know, peak Fortnite, you know, I don't know if it was because I was just a kid back then or what, but I'm not gonna lie, I think Fortnite back in 2018, it really did hit different. It really did. Nowadays, the game's pretty boring. I don't really like playing it. I don't know why people still play the game. I honestly think it's pretty boring now. And last but not least, we've also had a global pandemic. Yeah, you know, 2020, pretty crazy. You know, no one left their house. I didn't leave for like a good 6 months, my house. It was pretty fun in the sense of like, shit, now I don't have to go to school. Now I don't have to go to work, if that's what you did. You know, I didn't have to do anything. But now you would just stay indoors all day, and it was the most boring thing ever. It's like, bro, I swear, I think everyone can attest to this. Being, like, those 3 years passed by so damn quick. Like, it was like that. People talk about those 3 years like it's, like, literally like you just fucking time traveled. Like, literally nothing interesting. I think the reason for this is because nothing really that interesting happened. So, like, time felt like it sped up. At least that's my theory anyways. But yeah. But anyways, I was playing Battlefield RedSec, you know, the new Battle Royale game that Battlefield has come out with. I mean, you can't go wrong with a new Battle Royale game when a game comes out. You know, I feel like it's just a given at this point. But I feel like, even though I think RedSec has its problems or whatever, and, you know, I really do like the new Battlefield game, I don't know. I just think it does have its problems. I think there's definitely problems with the hit detection. Apparently if you're playing with like console players and you're a PC player, but there's like a netcode problem or something, like the people on console will have like less delay or something when shooting people. That's another problem I've been encountering. So I'm never able to like hit my shots, which just has really been pissing me off. But anyway, that's besides the point. Going on a tangent here. Battlefield RedSec. Now the reason why I bring this game up is because it's set in California, and, you know, it has a lot of like environmental effects and everything, and the game just feels extremely immersive, and like everything from like the signs and everything, it really makes you feel like you're inside California. It really does. And I think this game is extremely immersive, and due to all the environmental effects, all the objects in the game, you know, all these little tricklets and miscellaneous things that make the game feel alive. And I genuinely believe that if GTA 6 can deliver on this forefront, it will definitely be one of the best games of all time. I think if, you know, everyone talks about certain things that they want in this game when it comes out, but I think if it can, at the very least, if it can deliver a good story and the gameplay is as immersive as it can possibly be, you know, with the world environments, you know, the AI, you know, everything, I think this game will be one of the best games of all time, if not the best game of all time, right? Because this game looks extremely good, graphically. I think this game's going to be amazing. Because let's be honest, we definitely don't want another Battlefield 2042 or another Cyberpunk game, that's just broken, buggy, and, it takes months, if not years, to fix the game, when it releases. Because I like to specifically use Cyberpunk 2077 as an example, because it is seriously, now the game's pretty good, but when it came out, it was extremely broken, and like you couldn't even finish the game because of how many glitches it had. Like even if you wanted to play the game from start to finish, you could not do that because of how many groundbreaking glitches the game had.
Please accept my apologies for the confusion.
And the game, even though the game is insanely good now, it's still not a perfect game, and it still doesn't have, I guess it does have almost everything that they promised, but I mean, from what they originally promised, I mean, I think the game could have been even better than it already is. But yeah, GTA 6 cannot release like those games release, because if GTA 6 releases like that, I don't think any amount of patch updates or fixes will be able to fix that game. I mean, this game literally has to be perfect, and I mean it has to be, because they have literally invested $2 billion into this. That is more than any video game or movie ever released. Like, that is more than the fucking Burj Khalifa. That's an example that a lot of people like to give, and it's a pretty good example, because like the fact that your game costs more than than the tallest building in the world is actually like kind of crazy to think about. But a game that I can think of from the top of my head that's pretty good, The Matrix Awakens. It's a tech demo that Unreal Engine released when they were releasing Unreal Engine 5, and it was basically to showcase how good Unreal Engine 5 is. And, even though Unreal Engine does have its problems, especially with like in terms of game optimization, it's still a really good engine. And The Matrix Awakens did a really good example of showcasing what a video game in a busy city could actually look like in this console generation. I remember they were showcasing like how the AI worked, how like the buildings were made, everything. They were explaining how everything was made with Unreal Engine 5 and how it was made. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I think if Rockstar can incorporate some of the elements that was showcased on that tech demo, of course, obviously Rockstar uses their own engine to create their game, so it's probably going to be, the video game making process behind that, I imagine, is going to be a little bit different. But if they can incorporate similar elements from what The Matrix Awakens was able to do, I think this game can be one of the best games of all time. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think of GTA 6. Do you think it's going to be a commercial success, or do you think it's going to be a commercial failure? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.